Getting monetized might seem like it's just luck, but it's not. And I can prove that because I've done it twice now using the exact same system. So in this video, I'm going to go over my uncle's channel and show you how I got him monetized in just 20 videos. The first thing you'll want to notice is that thumbnails are not too bad. Actually, kind of interesting. Notice that I almost never have more than 3 words in the thumbnails. I have a face that he's making, and I have the thing that he's reacting to, or the thing that is causing some sort of emotion or shock. My uncle is basically a country singer, and so what we do for a lot of times with these is saying country artist reacts to this heavy metal band or whatever, because that creates inherent curiosity. Right? And that's one of the things that with these videos, you haven't even seen the style of video that it's going to be, but we can tell that there's going to be some sort of emotion involved. A lot of times what we have is first time hearing this particular band, and so a lot of the band's fans will come to see if he likes them or not. And so this is one of the things that you can do is authority hack or trend hop. Basically, we didn't start by just saying, hey, we didn't make a video about him and about our lives, or hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going for a walk and we're going to talk about country music, or we're going to talk about music or whatever, because nobody would be interested in that, and that's inherently boring. What we did is we took topics, aka bands and styles of music that millions of people already loved and were already getting millions of views. And then we picked a format, which was a reaction video. Reaction videos are very powerful because they invoke emotion, not just in the person who's reacting to the song that they've never heard before, but also in the audience. Because think about it. The audience that we're going for are music fans. Music fans are very emotional about their music. They guard it very, very closely. They want to know if you like their music or not. So when they scroll across YouTube and they see a thumbnail like this that has an emotional expression on it, is beautiful, colorful, is very clearly about their favorite band, but has another human being with an emotional look on their face with just a few words such as "Ren is weird," 4,000 views, they go, oh, is this person going to like my favorite band or not? Yes or no? And they will click it. They will click it, right? And so that's step one, is just understanding the curiosity paradigm of what you're going for in any niche. You need to find something that is inherently emotional or curiosity grabbing, right? One of our top videos, the second last one that we made, we put baby metal in it. Baby metal has a massive fandom from Japan. And they're crazy, not in a bad way, in a good way. Like, they're really, really passionate. And so, I knew this. And so if I take the band that already got us our previous video and I make him watch their collab with baby metal, there's a huge audience who are interested in that song. And when I put his surprised face in the thumbnail with "who is she?" well, now all of her fans are going to come and see him have a very interesting, his first time experience with their favorite band, because that's what music artists want to see. And so you need to have this level of understanding with whatever niche you are doing. So yeah, if you want me to prove it, here you go. I'll just set it to 365 days. There you go. 4,000 hours of watch time. Easy. Right? And so back to what I was talking about. And by the way, if you guys want to learn the system that I use to get monetized twice, you should click the link in the description. I got a full course for you guys. This is by far the easiest way to get monetized on YouTube if you're working a full-time job and you don't have a lot of time. Because the next thing that we did was we actually had a very, very, very simple setup. Okay, so you can see here, this is bare bones, basic setup. And the reason that we can get away with this, it's literally just one mostly good webcam pointing at both of us and a screen capture. We use Streamlabs OBS, the free version, right? You can use the free OBS or Streamlabs or whatever, and this just us watching another piece of content and then giving commentary on it. This is one of the fastest ways that you can actually grow on your channel, especially if you're just opinion based. If you're just trying to be you and be your personal brand and give your views out there, the problem that you're going to have is nobody gives a frick about who you are right now because you're tiny, you're small, you have no viewers. What you got to do is you got to find things that are very, very popular in your niche, that are recognizable, that you can put in the thumbnail, that you can use to create an emotional contrast with or controversy with, especially if it's something that you disagree with. Say if you're in the politics niche, you can put Donald Trump's face in the thumbnail and then have a very incendiary title, as long as it's true. You don't want to rage bait or clickbait or anything, but if you happen to have, if it's genuine to you, a slightly more controversial opinion, don't be afraid to create some sort of polarization, or at least the curiosity or the thought of polarization in the title and thumbnail so that people will be more encouraged to click and see what it is that you're trying to say, right? And so we get away with this bare bones, basic sort of setup. There's no cuts, there's no editing. The only editing I do is basically just cut off the beginning, and I just use the AI feature on Premiere Pro, just cut out the dull spots, which takes me like less than 2 minutes, make sure the sound is good, and then we upload, because all of the heavy lifting has actually been done beforehand with the topic selection. And the reason for that is because a lot of times with these kinds of videos, people will at least stick around until the song is over. And if you look at our watch time graphs, you can definitely see that. I suppose I could just show you here. If we go to our biggest song and we scroll down to our watch time graph, you can see all of these little spikes here. These are all the little spikes of when the song was playing. And it always dips down when we're talking. And this is where having something interesting to say also becomes important. When you're reacting to other situations, other things that are very, very popular, yeah, people will come for the popular thing, but you as an individual still need to have good camera presence. You still need to have real authenticity. You still gotta be able to be a real person and express yourself in a way that is inherently interesting and not mind-numbingly boring, right? This is why we don't script our videos, because as soon as I script my video, it starts to look like this. I monetized my YouTube channel in 30 days, and this is like, nobody wants that, bro. Like, nobody wants that. So I'm just done scripting stuff word for word. I didn't even script the hook for this word for word. Because you have to be a real person, especially if the thing that makes them click is the curiosity gap that was created by something else or someone else who is more popular than you. That's very, very, very important. The curiosity gap that was created for this channel was created by these popular bands that people already know. Millions and millions of people already know who these faces are. And the curiosity gap was, will this guy making the other face in the thumbnail, will he like this band or not? So when the thing that makes them click on the video is inherently not you, you need to make sure that you are authentic and charismatic, and that the things that you say are actually interesting and actually worth sticking around for. And so however you want to do that, I don't think you can do it scripting. You can script thought for thought. I highly recommend you create outlines that are basically, here's the thought, here's the question, here's the next thought that I want them to go, and here's where we're going to go with this. So make sure you stick around to the end. Things like that. Like, you can script it that way. But as soon as you're like trying to be a robot or not trying to be a robot, but especially if you're brand new at this, you're probably not going to be very good reading a script and being authentic at the same time. And so it's much, much better for you to just be the real you. Because the good news is you're not special. And that's a good thing. Like, you're not special. You're not so special that nobody on the planet will ever be interested in interacting with you as a person. That's not a real thing, okay, guys? There's lots of people out there like you who will like you just for you being you, right? And this is another thing that makes it more sustainable. If you're constantly pretending to be someone you're not, you're going to burn out. You're going to get bored. You're going to get uninterested in this channel. This is why, me and my uncle can keep doing this for another 20 years if we want to. Why? Because we really don't have to do anything. We just be who we are. We watch a music video and then we laugh and joke about it, and I make fun of him and he makes fun of me, and we just give our opinions, our honest to God opinions. And some people won't resonate with us. That's fine. There's hundreds of thousands, millions of people out there who will, because we're not that special. That's a good thing, right? And so that's basically the rundown of how I got monetized. I've done this twice now. First time it took me 6 years because I didn't know what I was doing. Second time only took me 3 months. If you guys are interested in learning how to do it the fast way, the quicker way, you should click the link in the description, because I can definitely help you guys do that. And so another thing that I wanted to talk about really quickly, I just keep coming up with ideas, don't be afraid to change your titles when your videos flatline, because a lot of your videos will flatline in the beginning. Sorry, I'm trying to keep myself in camera, but I'm like being way too casual. I'm just leaning back because I'm having too much fun. But that's why I keep looking over here, because I'm trying to make sure I'm not out of frame. You can go back and change your titles, all right? If a video flatlines, it's because, people aren't sticking around and watching it long enough. A way that you can give it a boost and try to test it again for a different audience that might watch it is to simply change the title and the thumbnail. So if one of your videos flatlines and you feel like it's still a good video and someone still might like it, well, don't be afraid to go back and just change the title and the thumbnail, right? Now, writing out your titles can be difficult. It can be very, very confusing of like, where do I put this word and what do I put this word here and how do I contrast it with the thumbnail and what do I say in the thumbnail and how do I create a good hook. I understand all of that can be really, really cumbersome and boring, which is why I created this course that is right here on top of my face. It's a 4-hour video. You should watch it because I will teach you everything I know. This is the more in-depth, advanced version of what I was teaching you to you guys in this video. So make sure you click this and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.